Hello and welcome back to Trails in the Sky, the third. Last time we took over as Kevin in his day-to-day operations well after second chapter. I was actually sort of hoping that would be like a in the past sort of like prologue sort of thing, and it would tie into the current. I was sort of hoping for that, but well, it is what it is. Didn't really make much of a difference either way. And apparently either the Lusitania comes up again, or I am remembering that name for no particular reason. I don't remember exactly where I remembered it from, but it's just so familiar. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tia's mother here. I heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there's no way I could stay, I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. The maniac. Oh my. It doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement. So... Right. So her name's Russell, but the grandfather's name is... You know, that actually makes sense for marriage, never mind. So you're not actually related to him outside of marriage, right? Talk about an understatement. That whack chop actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. Well, that might have been Estelle's fault. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. And as if that isn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. Oh my. You're in for it, Agate. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 arg of my little darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her. So, you don't like Agate? Okay, I don't remember if I'm remembering this incorrectly. I think it was both her parents were out of the country, right? It wasn't like her father was dead and her mother was still around but out of the country. Was it? It was one of those two. I think it was the former. So, you don't like Agate, huh? Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. At least mispronounce it if you're going to. Oh, when I'm finished with him, I wish I have never been born. We might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? He just slows down a little bit so she can get a little bit farther ahead. It's like, maybe not. I get the feeling that this is a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same, but... So I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you are more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. Okay, so basically, role-wise, we're replacing that Russell with this Russell, yeah? As such, she has been assisting us with his case in his place. Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me? Yeah? Of course, sorry. Well, whatever. That face. The staircase sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go? She's like nothing like her daughter, too. That's amazing. Well, not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. It's as long as it needs to be for the goddamn conversation, yeah? Dead ends. I hope you've got a good explanation for this. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any farther, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Something like that, yeah. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. He's gonna, hypnotize you. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we are going to see here, right? That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel's obviously going to need to report what happened here to superiors for one thing. All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it. I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, then so be it. And I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds, then? You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space is golden cologne. Consciousness is silver cologne. By your poising natures, reveal them to the path that leads to your sacrament. Huh. And it, like, physical. So what? So is this set up so you can't see it unless you have that instilled in you? Interesting. What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Then I'd have to kill you. If you did. I imagine that's probably a pretty important thing to the church at the moment. Anyway, come on in. Well, this is definitely different. It does also explain why Estelle and Joshua and then never came across it. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years and I had no idea such a place lay hidden beneath Grandstone Cathedral. Oh wait, no, we're below the cathedral. My bad. For some reason I was, connecting it to the ring in my mind. Below the castle. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and the royal family, but only has one purpose. To suppress the power of the ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. It's important to you, Gallsritter. Grosritter. I keep saying Gallsritter whenever I see that. Its importance to you, Grosritter, is quite clear then. I assume there are similar ones in place other than Liberl too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. Now, there's a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell is all. Pushing buttons. Oh, I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little on the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental system of the Capel and the Arsail, you know. Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? How would they know? They've never been in here, right? And that's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the barrel arcs sank. And we believe it to be an artifact. Okay, so maybe someone just from the church decided to put it here? 3 days prior is roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Okay. Just salvaging everything? Oh, that's a full-time job. Where the liver arc sank. Hey, Gustav, been a while. Damn, sun going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell's certain that, this is the area we should be looking, right? Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria's Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing is we're looking for, actually finding it could be a real task and a half. Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital reading suggests we've been dealing with quite a large object, I believe. Oh. Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those. Right. Ah, Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location. Just about. It'll be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this one. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this a spot, then? Were we able to calculate exactly where the object is? Give or take an arg, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big, either. Probably about 50 reg, maybe even less. You serious? That might be dealing with a real monster, not something like the size of an Antoine. Nah. Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic. Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really can't stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's a goddess-given right to have it. Oh, it ticks me off. Easy there. We don't even know for sure this thing is even an artifact yet. I assume it's the cube thing from the opening that, like, was falling in the very beginning. Speaking of the opening, you know what? Since I recorded the first episode, I really like that opening. I've been listening to it probably more than any of the other openings so far in the entire series. Just musically, I think it's really good. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest of you here, Gustav. Okay, got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah? Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Beginning salvage operation. You know, you can make this go quicker. Turbo. Sound just fills me with dread. Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you? Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless. I see. Now when you put it that way, I can understand, to a degree, how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all that chaos came to an end, and on the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here, or what it signified. Yeah. I'm guessing it's like a super artifact or something, given that it seems to be have been part of the Oriole. Or maybe it was just an artifact that happened to be here, I don't know. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course. The Graham's arm reached the bottom of the lake. I'm getting tempted to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 wrench to the right. That seemed larger, but okay. There we go. Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up? Please do. The moment of truth, huh? Here we go. Donna, Donna, Donna. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, that doesn't look like... I guess that looks like the thing that was down there. I was actually thinking that thing down there was maybe more of a case, but maybe not. What? Oh my. Yeah, I see. Still looking at it. Correct. There were orbal readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I? Nah, it's plain as day why it decides to stay away from me now. If an artifact has lost its powers, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. Is that it? You already understand me so well. Being cut right to the chase, then. The Oprah readings disappeared just before we hand the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's certainly being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So, in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. On the safe side, we should probably be taking it ourselves to the church, right? That just seems standard procedure, yeah? I'm assuming Liberl wants to assert ownership in this scenario, yeah? If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of CCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally. Yeah, from what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. Yeah, but we could probably look at the mechanical aspects of it, see if there's anything unique about it. I don't see how it would be of any use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly? Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site where the massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't really stand in feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore. I'm far from alone. As long as there's a slight chance that artifact can shed the light on all of what I want to know, I want it. The thing is that that's probably not a great argument. Why? Because the reason they probably take the artifacts is so people can't learn about stuff like that. For one, that's why they have to have them rather than just making sure they're not in irresponsible hands. So, and the reason that it's okay to keep them is if they've lost all their power and can't be analyzed. So, if you're making the argument that you might be able to do it still, I think logically Kevin would probably take it. Then again, he's a slacker, so I think you've made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him won't achieve anything. True enough. Well, you've heard what I got to say. Now it's up to you to tell us whether what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you? Well, that brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. That was from the opening, like, before the title screen, right? Yeah, there's the non-character. Who is she? No way. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezra, verse 2. Disaster. Unleashed. Hey. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Rhea Sargent, and I am a squire of the Grosritter. I look forward to working under you. Huh. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? They can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimate the Grosritter. Think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? Wait, what? But I'm not going to go down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Wait, what? Behold, the most powerful force in all the universe. Okay. Isn't that? That's Tita, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into the photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think she'd like Estelle. I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Oh boy. Oh boy, you'd get along with Annalise, wouldn't you? I hope they've met. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down, because I've got natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. Hey, Erica, you're married, right? And then they throw you to Sister's habit to compliment it, all like a little cherry on the top. Oh, that's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. It's almost like it was designed by, like, an anime designer. Oh my. If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in a real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham? Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman's Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously, though, Father Graham? Really? So you're the people who initially discovered the artifact, then? Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We'll take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait a... What? Hold on a minute. We haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet. Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you from the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. I feel like she might be a hardliner in the church mentality. Kevin's a bit not of one, and this will be an interesting dynamic. Whether it has lost its power or not, that's no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it. I mean... Well, you sure do know how to pick a fight. Go on then, what legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church were quite clearly said that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means. Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help the Barrow's given us, I'd feel kind of bad about snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. I don't know, rock, paper, scissors? You do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa. Hi. Whoa. What is it? Why do you both look so surprised? Did you guys not feel that? What do you mean, why? Did the two of you not hear that? Oh, just hearing... Was it just a... there's a visual to it, okay. Hear what? Wait, it's becoming active again. Oh. Well then, legal argument gone. Oh shit, it's doing something. But why? And yes, it did seem to end up being a container. Wow. Oh, no way! That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero zip! Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our disputes. Yeah, it sure does. So, the real artifact was inside, huh? I've never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind. Or a cube, maybe. Oh. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the facts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the church, Septine Church's deepest appreciation. And that's all you get. We don't even pay you, even though we probably should be able to do at least that. Yeah. Whew, I thought we were never gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind of way of putting it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd max out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her." I should have agreed. Thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise? Oh, sorry, she's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer, yeah, about your age, I think? Oh. Should I ask your age? Riaz? Yes? You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you. Oh, we know each other? Neato. Father Graham? Yes? Oh god, you're not even using my name if we know each other. You are definitely mad at me. 5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Riaz Ajin standing before you is a squire of the Grosritter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and protect you, nothing more. We'll see about that. That's just screaming character arc. Oh, come on, Riaz. You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as subordinate, then there's little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Grand Stone, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port. Wait a sec. Was that your... It was a figment of your imagination. Huh? Wait, was I supposed to notice something there? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. You ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. I think I missed something. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest. Don't even try to tell me that one was my imagination. Oh, man. For a second I thought you'd changed. But you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Riaz I remember. Oh, did her stomach growl? I guess I did turn down the sound effects a little bit. This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. Well, from what Fate's Day Night has taught me recently, just not in the most recent episode, is that the growling of the stomach actually has little to do with actually being hungry. It's often associated with it, and it sure can mean that, but it doesn't necessarily mean someone's hungry. It has more to do with you thinking, oh, I'm hungry, let's hold it in sort of thing, than anything. Which actually makes a lot of sense for her. I can only apologize for my own inability. Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever going to be the girl who's always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen, trying to stuff her face to me. I'll be going on ahead. Oh, hey, wait a second. You're in my way, please move. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking about times, alright? You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are a few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. Oh, damn. Found the bottom bag, huh? Well, I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me. Can you knock it off the Father Graham stuff? Or even Father, for that matter. For what's reason? I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant. There's no way I can get used to it, like, ever. Here's me out. So, please, call me Kevin, same as you always did. What if I refuse? Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. You certainly would. Well, you know what they say, can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now. You're 22, man. The one left for me. Sorry, didn't quite catch that. It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superiors, so... Oh, no. You're not playing that game. It's not an order. It's a favor. Very important distinction. You're so selfish, Kevin. Ooh. There we go. That's what I wanted. But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time till the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something you can eat. I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left. The Septian Church is gonna go broke soon. I didn't know you were that hungry. Does the Septian Church have anything like fasting related in their repertoire of things you have to do? She would die. Just seeing her already. I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were a freaking nature. This is just another example of Idios' divine providence. What? It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than have the poor things be thrown away. That is fair. Most stores like that do throw away their goods. Some might be nice enough, like, probably not in like a mall, but I've seen it like, because I play hockey. So when I grew up, I had plenty of times where my father, who also played hockey, was doing like a men's league game, and there was like the concession stand or something, and then he happened to have a game like around when they were closing. And they're like, yeah, we still have food left. You guys just want some of it for free? And it's like, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna get shitty food for free. But yeah, that's not impossible, but you wouldn't normally at all just give it away. You'd throw it away because it's gonna go bad. Normally you wouldn't give it away as a policy because then you're giving things away for free, and that's sort of kind of bad business depending. But yeah, you're real bleeding hard, but that much? Hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are a few people in the world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, well, I'll give you that my getup is right on the top of the suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure that anyone would be confused if a woman in sister's habit can wander into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Yes, ma'am. Just eat some on the way there, man. Is something... Ooh, I did not get a clear look at that one. Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer. Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? I sympathize, but you might want to calm down a little. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people. Whites, I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however. Yeah. Oh, well, sad to say, but we're going to have to skip today's last airship out of here. Do you have a good place to stay? A good place to strike? Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. Do you know? Oh. I don't recognize that person. Oh, that's Gilbert? No, of course it's Gilbert. Okay, sorry. Back now. Where did they go? I saw them enter the area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh? What? Are you technically with Ouroboros still? I remember Campanella taking you away. Kevin was along for that, was he? I don't remember. Whatever. Probably knows though. How? How do you discover mere self-abilities at height of perfection? Oh, you're just like I remember you. Still way too sure of yourself. And who might you be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as he can get, though. Ah, I see. He does look the parts. How dare you? I'll have you know I'm very much up on the up. And as for you, what do you mean? He does look the parts. You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too. What? Oh, you haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second. I didn't need to even talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. Damn. You... cocky, aren't you? I'll see how long that cockiness lasts. Yeah. Oh, big sword. Oh, wait, what are those grooves on the sword? I'll make it a Templar's sword. So that's what you picked, huh? Just like you chose a bow gun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it. Yeah, gotcha. Given that we had a little dialogue line about that, probably not, in the end. Impossible. What did you just do? I didn't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Gauls-Ritter called a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. It's a sword whip. Anyway, it's time those lips start flapping. Speaking of sword whips. So me and my friends, like weekly, like when we can, easily not, but we do D&D thing. And my character, like partway through, like a while ago, thought of that exact idea to create like a custom weapon for like a sword whip I can change between the two. I haven't really used it much as a sword whip, but it's a cool ass idea. Anyway, it's time those lips start flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grand Cell? How much of our business do you know? Why should I have to answer you all? So, you don't know when to give up. Start talking. Now. FYI, she is not in a good mood. And, you do not want to make her any madder. It looks like I've only got one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you two, so I said to follow you, I swear. You don't say. Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye, in a sense. That's a nice way of putting it. So, go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here. That means there's an Ouroboros ship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, that isn't. I did crash land, but it was on board an airship. He was on board this? Oh, what the? I guess that's not an airship technically. Here's an archasm. One with a pilot seat? That's a bit weird. That's what we're relevant to now, am I? Show them what you can do, Giabache. Mow them down. Okay. Oh, I don't have her S-craft. What do you mean she doesn't have an S-craft? We're all level 90, right? Okay, what do we got? The member of Ouroboros with the most growth potential, he says. This is varied attacks. New kind of arcasm made by 13 factories. Has many different armaments. Okay. God damn. Oh, he has quite a bit of health, okay. Still did like a tenth of it. No crafts yet, so let's try. No clock up axe, so She does not have a very good setup, in my opinion. I guess I'll try this. That did a good amount. Oh, freeze. That's fun. He's faster than I expected. And we're all frozen. Huh. They're doing very little damage and we can heal a lot, though. Speaking of which... And we're spread out now, which seems to be goddamn delay. Okay. God, fuck you, man. Just, you know what I want to do. Ah, that's a good amount. Craft. Okay. Normal chain, raises template sword and extends it to attack. Holy Blessing heals 50% HP, restores 50 CP, and cures KO with a blessing. That is great. Oh my. And that's pretty cool too. Sword whip for the fucking win. That is, yes, so much yes. Is that... No. Are you gonna... Yeah. Oh my. I hope it does nothing. What? Just strengthen defense down, okay. Oh my goodness. What an attack. What a freaking attack. That was amazing in more ways than one. Okay, then I guess I'll whittle this one down since it seems to mainly and not mess with it too much because I want to save EP a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll get the chance to. Oh, art defense up, eh? Good to know. Ooh, that thing does have a lot of health. Okay. I don't really have anything to take away. It's just like a clock down it. I'm not doing much damage at the moment because of the art defense up. And he lost his thing, so we should be able to attack him again. I don't even know if she has... I suppose this is a good time to check the art strength of them. Just against each other. 19. Not as good. Is she just a lower level, maybe? That actually sort of makes sense, given the lower of it all. And back to that. Fine. You know, his base attack isn't doing bad. Oh, and her base attack did better later on. Didn't have a defense up, or maybe her strength was still down. That might explain it. No, yeah, she's 90. No, yeah, here we go. Okay, that explains everything. And bye-bye. No! Cosio, do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? Well, he did have 6 months to prepare this, so... I'm impressed, Riaz. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing. Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister. Still, I'm no different. Is your sister going to be what's-her-face? That, like, goddess on the screen? Your sister's probably either going to be dead or that person. Or something that we... Or, no, maybe it's the, It could easily be... If she's... Because I'm pretty sure the other church person... It's, you know what? It's probably the church person. From a second chapter that was mentioned. I think the one that had died. Probably her. Kevin, Anyway. I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so... ready to give up and give him quietly. You don't, if you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll just hand you over the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option if you really want to take you back to, Ontario Island, or Terry instead. That's cool by me. But if you owe that one, I can't guarantee your safety. Yeah, I'll leave that one to you. That again. Again? What was that? Oh, so that's just the sound of it activating? This thing again. It starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something. What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a second. What is up with this thing? So the time to begin is finally upon us. The mask. Ooh, that... Huh? What? When did you... That looks like a very different person. I assume that's not Love. Just the hair. It's a pleasure to meet you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser the path of darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you? Why am I caught up in this? Heaven, thus my lords was revived. Come forth, offerings, come forth, lost lambs, burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames. I might have missed part of the first one because that went by really quickly. God damn it. What happened? Why'd I? Where the fuck are we? Where am I? Oh shit, they stole the bread. Hey, Riaz. No, but the cube's okay. I guess they just wanted the bread. Riaz, are you okay? What's going on? Kevin? Where are we? I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought. Yeah, sure. I'd normally just be down for, just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what we should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing and then the cube glowing white all of a sudden. But then... Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. Let's take a look around us. Oh, those are big-ass books. Where are we? Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What? Oh, that's a good sign. Random tree. Random fountain. Where's the water coming from? From that gem, maybe? Water quartz up there, maybe? The Hermit's Garden. Yeah. So much for this being an easy assignment. Well, great. Prologue, the Gralsritter, ends. Well, that wasn't too long of a prologue. Okay, well, Save then. Technically, the only time I've saved so far was during that nightmare time. Chapter 1, Phantasma. Okay. Is that where we are? The Phantasma? Ignorant cults. You know, what are the chances we're, like, in the cube? You know, that actually seems fairly likely, doesn't it? The kin of Vegarna. The Cosmic Graphica. Here's the user fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some out-of-the-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Well, is that a copy of the Ishmian Tales? What's a banned book doing here? Why is it banned anyway? The guy over the Congregation with the Sacraments would flip their lid if they saw this thing. In a good way or bad way. And they're not just old and rare books either. I found one that was published this year. Really? No way. What's it called? It's called Liberlian Cuisine, published by the Liberl news service. Oh, that can't be real. What's that doing here, mixed in with all the other stuff? You sure you aren't pulling my leg? Your guess is as good as mine. The photograph of food in it looks delicious, however. Oh, I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for the LNS. She's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, I don't know, I forgot this, but were you hungry? Actually. I was, but I finished eating while you were busy looking at the books here. So you weren't helping. I did save some for you, of course. Oh, a smidgen of her egg salad sandwich. How fast did you eat? This thing's like half eaten already. Wait, we bought the poor store's entire bread supply and this is all that's left. They're perfectly baked too. If I'm using that in battle, she's gonna eat it. The flour used was clearly of high quality. But bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like Liberl. Well, I can't deny the country's got some great grub to try all around. Let's get off the subject of food already, though. I know. There's something truly odd about this place. Oh, you think? We should have a thorough look around. Yeah. Come to think of it. Oh, I still have it. It's completely stopped glowing now. I'm more surprised we still have it, period. Is it a different color? Was it green before? Yeah, might as well be inactive again. It was glowing blue previously. I doubt it's coincidence that it started glowing just before we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure. Give it to me, Kevin. I'll look after it. No. This is my precious. Huh? Why? Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger on your person. I should be the one to keep it. Wait a minute, Riaz. Give it to me. Look. First, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who had it up to this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off me and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it won't make a damn bit of difference. But still. Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your superior, would you? Alright then. But if we find out for sure that it is really dangerous, promise me you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to. Alright, promise. Feel like I'm gonna break that promise, but okay. Anyway, we're out for some exploring. I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out. Fine by me. Yeah, okay. I guess we are gonna play this game at level 90, which is cool. I like that. So the only not rare one is the Liberlian Cuisine thing. I wonder if that's even been made yet. When was it published? Before now? After now? I almost wonder, because Dorothy was doing all those food pictures, if that's, like, if that was even a new thing, maybe she got in the, like, thing of it and they made a book off of it, because they had all these pictures anyways. Maybe they saw the thing from Calvert, and were like, yeah, these are really good, we should make a book off of this, and it still needs to be made, and maybe it's from the future. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? Maybe. I'm not really sure how it makes sense, but yeah, maybe. Huh? What's that? No, a little tombstone looking thing. Well then, this is foreboding. Doesn't look like to be a relic of the ancient Zemurian civilization, though. Really interesting. I agree. As far as I can tell, it's not any kind of device, simply stone monument. Oh, there is something written near the bottom. Hopefully it's not in some text we can't understand. Ah, so there is. Let's see. The Hermit's Garden. Okay. Huh. What is that supposed to mean? I'm not really sure. A hermit would imply someone who is out and about. Well, across the world and, you know. Wouldn't be inaccurate for Kevin, really. He has a home base, but he's still much of a hermit. Maybe that technically wouldn't count because he does have a home base, though. Garden would imply some sort of place of, a place of rest and delight. So this did fall from what was supposed to be the space Septarian, right? I wonder if it's just like an internal, like, city that you can go in. Maybe that's the idea. And we just happen to fall in, like, the, garden area. I'm not sure. Could be a message. Maybe even... Actually, let me look over, some more. Let me look it over some more before I say anything. Okay. No, can't find any hidden switches or, well, the like here anyway. You're right, really it's just a stone monument. Shall we try destroying it to see if anything happens then? I get the first hit! Wait, no way. Just because we use down it isn't any kind of device doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing into bits. Oh my, yes, come on. Don't worry, I was just joking. You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until after we've explored all of our, more reasonable ones. I say we should go look around somewhere else, though. Okay. Yeah, there seems to be plenty of places to look, at least. Yep. Random tree. Hey, it fits the garden theme. Same with the fountain. What's this huge tree doing here? It's like... And there's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either. As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately. Figures we wouldn't get that lucky. Come to think of it, though, you're always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is? I wish I did, but no. At the very least, it isn't one that grows on the western side of the continent. Interesting. Maybe an ancient Zemurian tree, or maybe pre-ancient Zemuria, because that's probably a thing, right? Did you work something out? Maybe, maybe not. We should try to look somewhere else now. Oh, right. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe it has sweet sap inside like maple trees. May I cut into the trunk a bit to see? Oh, she has a one-track mind. Oh my. No, you cannot. Oh my. More books, eh? Yeah, bookshelves aren't really garden-y, though. I like a garden. Oh, this is the end here? That's a weird way to end this place. And this way brings us to the fountain. Fountains are... yeah, it's floating, eh? With a table. It is a bit like a park, isn't it? Well, this is nice. Looks like some kind of, rest area or something. But why? What's it doing here? Well, resting is important. I love to sit and enjoy relaxing lunch here. Well, I'll give you that it might be kind of nice. Although, personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit here and fish here. You are evil. If there are any, you know, fish to be fished. Really? I didn't know you still liked fishing still. Oh. You know what? I sort of remember something about him fishing came up in the previous game. Sure, can't say I've gotten any better at it, but hobby's a hobby. I was surprised at how many fishing fanatics are over here in the barrel. Yeah, they're all fucking insane. Did you meet the Colts? Oh, it's great. There's a guild in Grand Cell that there's a Colts in Grand Cell that's really hardcore into it. And one girl I ran into would give most bros run for their money. Oh. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame that there's no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us at least. Yeah. Alright, let's go and check somewhere else. I suppose the fruit tree thing did make some sense in terms of, what if we're stuck here for a long time? We already ate all the fucking bread. Ooh, shiny. What is this? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. A lunar seal. Ooh. Thank you, I guess. We dumped all this sapith on the ground. Yeah, whatever. I don't think anyone will complain if we take it. Maybe. Don't tell me you're feeling disappointed it wasn't food. You're incredible. I didn't know you knew how to read people's minds with your thaumaturgy. Was that part of your Dominion training? Sure wasn't. All I needed was to know you. Sheesh, my goodness. She really is very one track at the moment. Okay, one other way to go, I suppose. Oh. As far out as the eye can see. Space, eh? Just where are we? Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo anyway. Yeah. Still, if I had to make a bet, I'd say we're in the void of something. Probably that cube.